Hello, welcome back to my channel. Is it Fusi here in the building? Hope you are good. Thank you to my oldies. Welcome to my channel. So today I'll just be talking about something that is so disheartening that just happened in this Spain. Can you imagine? A man killed his mother and disassembled her, ate her, and fed the remains to his dog. So this guy named Sanchez, he lives in Madrid with his mom, and he has a brother, and every day police comes there to settle case because he always fights with his mom. This thing continued for years until now. It was a neighbor that raised the alarm saying he suspected something, and police had to go over there, and they found pieces of flesh and bones of human being. And upon going further, they discovered that this guy, this Sanchez, this highly insane guy, during a fight, one of those fights with his mom, he strangled her, ate her, cooked her body, put it in the fridge, and was eating it. And he was feeding the body to his dog also. How callous, how mean. Somebody that carried you for 9 months and bettered you, even for him to eat a human being. Not to talk of his own mom. This kind of human being, what will he do to his wife or his children? I don't know whether he's a cannibal. I don't know. Some people are just sick. And once you notice that they are sick, they need to be put away before they will cause more harm, more damage. I blame these police people. Since they've been coming there settling the cases, they should have taken this guy away a long time ago. Why no take his mom very far away? Even his brother that knows that he has a crazy brother, he should have taken his mom very, very far away, out of Madrid. Maybe take her out of Madrid and take her to Valencia, or take her to another country, or take her far away to another, let her be coming home. If they are from Madrid, she'll be coming home maybe once in a year or once in 2 years. Because too much familiarity. Because she's staying with this demon called a son. Some people they do not need to exist. What kind of blood runs in this kind of human being? I used to hear all these things in Africa, but what I hear is those people that eat human beings, the cannibals. But for someone can also use his mom for a ritual. We hear about it in Africa. We see them in movies. But for someone in Europe to strangle the mom, the woman that bore him, the attachment of mother and child, and this guy had the mind to strangle her and eat her body, not just that he strangled her, but to eat her. Hey, I can't begin to imagine. As soon as I heard about this, tears fell off from my eye, because I am a mother. I'm imagining raising that kind of children, but God forbid. Women should be prayerful. The kind of crime they do especially against women and children in this Europe, it's too much. Not that it doesn't happen in Africa, but what I'm hearing these days. The other day, the husband and wife quarreled and separated, and they were dragging custody. Finally, the custody was given to the woman as usual, because it's mostly women that take care of the children, especially when they're babies. Then the father can be sharing the custody. But I think this custody was given to this woman. So the man was very angry. He went to steal the children. He stole them from school, where they gave the children to him, thinking that he just came to see them. He has time for staying with them, like 1 hour, 2 hours to spend with them. He took them and ran off and went to hide. He absconded, and they were looking for these children, looking for him for months now. And finally, they found out that this man murdered these 2 innocent children and also killed himself. He killed himself because he wanted to wicked the wife. He didn't remember when the going was good. He didn't remember that they came together to make these 2 beautiful angels, 2 innocent kids, like 3 years and 1 year. What is their crime? Why should they die for what does not concern them? Why not, if you want to kill yourself, leave these children? Some of them, they'll just go and kill the wife and kill the children and kill themselves. Some of them, they'll kill the wife and leave the children. Why can't you just move on? If somebody hurts you and you didn't expect it, just cut that person off and move on. Go far away. Before you know it, you will meet someone else. I don't know why people have unforgiving spirits. I don't know. The one I watched the other day, a man was chasing, somebody was videoing this on the street. The man was chasing after the wife. They came for vacation to this same Spain. They came from Britain. I think they are British people. They came here. I don't know what happened. The man was chasing the wife with a gun. And she was running. And somebody was running after to help them. The next thing, the woman fell fell down. The man kick her. And the next thing, he brought out a knife, a gun. And he pointed the gun at the person that was coming over to help the woman. Then the person withdrew. The next thing he did, shot me. He shot the wife. Like three times. Then he shot himself and fell down. And that was it. So before police came there, both of them were dead. You know, the Europeans, they have strong mind. They are the one that brought church to us. So don't kill, don't do this, don't commit fornication. They are the one that taught us all those things. And we carry it in our head. And we have the fear of God more than them. Them said they don't even go to church. If you go over to America every day, you might be going on the street and someone will just fly a gun that misplaced the target. You just bam. That's happened in New York, in many places. So why can't the government take away those guns? Why? What do we need guns for? For protection or for what? We're not even using it for protection. We're just using it to cause harm and damages. Every day, story. So all this kind of thing, it tire me. Just look at how this man wasted the life of this poor innocent woman that gave birth to him. Okay, now, police have arrested him. They want to jail him. When they jail him now, I think they jail him for, is it 15 years or what? Or is it more? I don't know how. Okay, they jailed him for only 15 years. 15 years, only. 15 years. Someone that they're supposed to give life imprisonment or even hang him. They gave him 15 years for killing his mother and eating her flesh. Then they asked him to compensate the brother. He's going to pay his brother 60,000 euros for killing their mom. Then he will, it's because they don't give them long jail term. When they give them 10 years, 7 years, 35 years for killing, before you know it, they're out again. And they'll continue to commit the crime. So some of them, they rather kill and go to jail. And their jail is just like a resting place. It's just like somewhere you just go and relax, not think of working, not think of paying bills, because everything is being paid for you. That's how the European jail is. They even have air condition. They have library inside. They have television. They give them everything. They provide everything. They have gym. They have classes. So they just stay there and just like they went to school. Just like people living in a hostel. And before you know it, will not even reach that 15 years. Once it's like 7 or 10 years, they'll start letting him to come out and walk around and come back. Before you know it, they will leave him. They will leave him, and he will go on to commit more and more. The next one he will commit, he will try to be more. He will try to do it in a tighter way that nobody will suspect him. But the fear of doing that kind of a thing in our country, you will face firing squad, you will face death sentence, you will face life imprisonment. The Europeans, they don't do it that way, and this is why this thing is continuing. Once the anger, the temper comes, the person can do and undo. To show you that this guy did this in purposely. After killing his mom, he's supposed to be remorseful of killing the mom, but he went on to be eating her body, her flesh. He ate it, and police found the remains scattered all over the house, and the ones fed to the dogs. Can you imagine? What kind of a life is that? What kind of your own mom? You're not even supposed to do it to any human being, not talk of your own mom. Your own mom. And I know that the dispute between him and his mom trying to make him to change, to be good, to be responsible for himself, to, and him, being that he doesn't want to do that way, he will keep fighting with her, asking her for money. And these things you see, sometimes I blame all these Oyibo people. From childhood, they'll say, hey, don't caution a child, don't beat a child, don't punish a child. They'll be doing, baby, hey. The child will just be growing, forming attitude. They will over-neglect it, overlook it, because they don't used to have too much. They have like 1 or 2. So that 1 or 2 is just like they focus on showing so much love on the child. And most of them, they're trained with single parents. They're mostly trained by only the mom and partially by the dad. Because the dad must have moved on with too much divorce rate. He must have moved on with another woman, and he will see himself going over to see his dad and meeting the new mom who is mean to him, coming home over to his mom, and his mom must have gotten another boyfriend or husband. They grow up not understanding what will make a united family to be separated with strangers into the family. And it affects the children because they spend this time with the side of their dad, and they meet all kind of characters from the relatives of the dad. They come to their mom's side. They're not raised in one home, in one place. And some of them, they just get boyfriend and start having children. This is how their life is. So children grow up in a very toxic environment. And it affects them. And they grow up mentally retarded. And that anger in them, they keep it, pump it on. And they will vent it on either their mom or their wife or their children. That is why, if you're lucky, if you want to marry Oyibo and you're lucky enough, you meet a good one. But pray, because if you meet this kind of a crazy man, he can do and undo. If you try and disappoint him or don't follow his rules, anything can happen. So instead of that, you better wait for your own people you know very well. Or better stay single than mingling with this kind of... That woman, if she's still alive, it's better she shouldn't have had that child. That boy now that killed his mom, is a mistake. Just 26 years, and he has killed his mom and ate her flesh. He's born by mistake. He shouldn't have existed. Some children are not meant to be existing in this life. Some children should not. The woman should have been barren instead of giving birth to that kind of monster. Period. With that, I'm saying thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and God bless you. Like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. Bye bye.